World Leaders as Writers, Books that Shaped Global Figures. Number 1. Mahatma Gandhi, The Story of My Experiments with Truth. Written in Gujarati between 1925 to 1929, while in South Africa and later translated into English. Gandhi doesn't present himself as a saint, but as a man constantly testing truth and nonviolence in real life. The book influenced civil rights leaders like Martin Luther King Jr., Nelson Mandela, and peace activists across the world. Its key lesson: true power comes not from violence, but from moral conviction. Number 2. Nelson Mandela, Long Walk to Freedom. Published in 1994, shortly after his release from prison. Chronicles his rural childhood, political awakening, and 27 years of imprisonment on Robben Island. Widely read across the globe, it gave the world insight into apartheid's cruelty and Mandela's philosophy of reconciliation. It inspired other liberation movements, proving that forgiveness could be more powerful than revenge. Number 3. Barack Obama, Dreams from My Father, 1995, and The Audacity of Hope, 2006. Dreams from My Father explores his biracial identity, early life, and journey of self-discovery. The Audacity of Hope presents his vision of democracy, empathy, and unity in American politics. These books not only shaped his political brand, but also established him as a thoughtful and articulate leader even before his presidency. Number 4. Winston Churchill, The Second World War, 1948 to 1953. A 6-volume historical masterpiece written by Churchill himself. Not just memoirs, it shaped the world's understanding of World War II for generations. Awarded the Nobel Prize in Literature in 1953, recognizing his mastery of both history and English prose. Shows how leaders can influence global memory not only by leading wars but by writing about them. Number 5. Adolf Hitler, Mein Kampf, 1925 to 1926. Written while in prison after a failed coup attempt. Lays out his extremist ideology of nationalism, racism, and anti-Semitism. It became the blueprint for Nazi Germany, showing the dark side of a leader's writings. A proof that books can be used not just to inspire, but also to manipulate and destroy. Number 6. Antonio Gramsci, Prison Notebooks, 1929 to 1935. An Italian Marxist thinker and political leader, imprisoned by Mussolini. Wrote more than 30 notebooks on philosophy, culture, and politics while in prison. Introduced the concept of cultural hegemony, the idea that ruling classes maintain power not only through force but through cultural dominance. These writings shaped 20th century political thought worldwide, influencing movements from Europe to Latin America. Number 7. Bill Clinton, My Life, 2004. A massive autobiography of over 1,000 pages. It offers candid reflections on his childhood, presidency, scandals, and political challenges. Shaped how the world viewed his legacy, providing a personal narrative beyond media headlines. The example of how leaders use writing to reclaim their story and leave their version of history. Number 8. Hillary Clinton, Hard Choices, 2014. Written after her tenure as U.S. Secretary of State. It focuses on diplomacy, U.S. foreign policy, and the challenges of global leadership in the 21st century. Widely read by students of international relations, offering a behind-the-scenes look at negotiations, crises, and statecraft. Number 9. Donald Trump, The Art of the Deal, 1987. Co-written with journalist Tony Schwartz. Presented Trump as a master businessman, shaping his public persona long before his presidency. While not a political text, it influenced his image as a negotiator and deal-maker, qualities he later highlighted in politics. Number 10. Vladimir Lenin, What is to be Done? 1902. A foundational political pamphlet outlining Lenin's vision of a disciplined revolutionary party. Inspired the Bolshevik Revolution of 1917. Its ideas spread far beyond Russia, influencing communist movements across the world in the 20th century. Number 11. Jawaharlal Nehru, The Discovery of India, 1946. Written during his imprisonment by the British. It explores India's history, culture, philosophy, and national identity. It became a cornerstone of Indian nationalism and a guiding text for the newly independent nation. Number 12. Lee Kuan Yew, From Third World to First, 2000. A memoir of Singapore's founding Prime Minister. It explains how a tiny island nation transformed into an economic powerhouse. Today, it is studied worldwide as a manual for nation building and economic reform. Why leaders write. To inspire, Gandhi, Mandela, Obama. To control narratives, Hitler, Trump, Clinton. To record history, Churchill, Nehru, Lee Kuan Yew. To shape ideology, Lenin, Gramsci. Books by leaders are not just personal stories. They become political tools, historical records, and sources of inspiration, shaping both their people and the world. And sources of inspiration, shaping both their people and the world.